Fraud encompasses several significant challenges affecting the industry today based on recent data. Here are the main types of fraud impacting fashion retailers and brands. E-commerce and returns fraud. Refund abuse is up 54% of fashion merchants, causing huge revenue loss and operational cost, while promotional abuse affects 44% of fashion brands. Of the $743 billion worth of returned merchandise in 2023, 13% of those returns were fraudulent, representing $101 billion in losses. A particularly troubling trend in wardrobing, where customers purchase items, wear them, and then return them. This practice specifically targets fashion retailers since clothing can appear worn after just one use. Counterfeiting crisis. The counterfeit fashion market has exploded, with 1 in 5 consumers under the age of 35 has purchased a counterfeit fashion and apparel item. European authorities recently conducted major enforcement operations with over 1.8 million counterfeit items seized, with an estimated market value exceeding €180 million across Austria, Belgium, Germany, and Italy. The other is tech startup fraud. The fashion tech sector has seen concerning developments, with some startups blurring the lines between ambitious growth, projections, and outright fraud. From 2020 to 2025, fashion scaling consumers tech startups have increasingly blurred the line between ambition and fraud, affecting investor confidence and consumer trust. Now, here is a big one. What's happening in the fashion world? The fashion industry of 2025 is facing a complex set of challenges and trends, key issues including a cyclic slowdown due to inflation and price sensitivity, the rise of dupes, and intensifying focus on sustainability and greenwashing, which takes me into my point. India, for instance, right now has been affected by major theft. It appears that this has been going on for over 300 years. But they have been affected by major theft. Great designers have been literally manipulated and used for their products, their creativity, and used in major brands around the continents. Dior, Prada, and many others have been literally going into India from 2018 until now. And this is just the current, where they've gone in and stolen prints from designers. The new issue with Prada is they've taken a hold of sandals, and they've recreated them and put them into the marketplace as their own without giving due credit to the designers and the culture, which goes into the culture theft. Why is it that in the fashion world, creators who work for major industry come into communities that seem to be impoverished or seem to be lesser than the colonial financial system, and they steal the IPs of the people, put a new name on it, and then they promote it as their own? They have the resource, the machine behind them to put the product out in the industry, in the marketplace. And so what happens now is that when they take something from a low-life person that they view as low-life or lesser and equitable circumstance, they give you a little money to shut you up. But yet they still make billions on the product created. How much are these new sandals worth in the industry right now? How do we create a platform, a dialogue, where the real conversation happens with these major brands and with the creators, and a respect to the community that they take from? There's nothing wrong with making money on what you create.
Sure.
But include the makers of the reality and the truth and the material of this product that you make in the process. How do you do that? Like this table, we sit around. You are a person who comes from a particular area. You and your family, and the history of your family, they created something.
Yep.
Let's say it's Bogart. They created this from the fabric of the people. I am an industry person. You are media marketing and the whole industry on that side. You are tech. We all come to the table and say, listen, the equitable fair value share of the intrinsic value of what you have, as well as what you've created, the IP. Let's work together. We all can stand to eat, but you must be paid due value for what you've created. Right now, it seems to be colonialism all ado. It's the same system.
Capitalism.
Yes.
And that's another reason why I'm really loving the time that we're living in right now with decentralizing things, blockchain, these types of technologies, because and the metaverse. I haven't seen anybody talk about the metaverse yet, but these things are enabling creatives to take their name, their likeness, their innovation, and they can make money off of it instead of putting it on somebody else's, and then it's monopolized. And like even with the fashion industry, they can use creative ways to take ownership of their fashion and be able to give some to those who they partner up with and stuff like that. That's why I really love this time that we live in. It is really phenomenal, especially if you know how to use these new technologies, and you can't be scared to dive into these things, you know.
Absolutely. All right, my brother. Thank you very much for the update.
Yes, thank you.
What a world we're living in, man.
It's amazing.
We constantly have to fight for what is ours. Whatever you create, you got to have full ownership of, where possible. Yeah,
It's an interesting story.
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for that update. All right,
Big thanks.
while we have our brother, our stylist in the house, my brother, good morning. How are you, Pratsep?
Good morning, King.
You good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And how are you guys?
Good. You're looking good, man. Always.
Now you know. That's how we roll.
That's how you roll. Just comes natural.
That was so smooth.
You just wake
Yes,
up
sir.
and go.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you know the confidence comes from within, but so
Right?
when I woke up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I might kill this day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man. All right, brother. So you from Bogart, man. You're a stylist here. Tell us what's happening in terms of Bogart fashion for this last period we have of winter. What's in it? What's in the stores right now?
So firstly, there's a lot coming in, as I said from the last time. We have new garments on board. We still have to make shoot, as I said, with the gym wear and everything.
Oh, yes.
However, right, and the most important thing that's already taking place across the country or across all the Bogart stores, wherever visit any Bogart close to you, we have 25% on every item that's in the store.
Wow.
Because we're celebrating the 25th year anniversary of Bogart existence
Absolutely.
since 1991. So we're making it big.
25 is a
25
big one,
years,
man.
yeah.
Nice.
So
nice.
yeah, that's the most important thing. So as I said, visit Bogart stores, look what you might like, and then I think from there we can start talking business.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some people like you who are stylists at every single shop that will make sure that they take care of you as a customer.
Most definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
So the most important thing about us as stylists and fashion consultant, we make sure that our clients, they are happy. Because remember, the business is all about the clients.
Yeah.
So if there's no clients, there's no business. So we have to make sure that everyone is happy.
Yeah.
Hence we come in to be the middleman between the clients and the business. So that's how it works in this fashion industry.
Beautiful, man. All right, so tell us, take us through what we are wearing today, this morning.
Oh yes. Firstly,
Yeah.
starting off with the gentleman here next to me.
All right, all right.
He has like the new knitwear. I mean the new knitwear,
Yeah.
or we can call it a sweater.
Okay.
It's white, as you can see, and it has a bit of design.
Come on now.
That's a grayish. So it comes in
Yeah.
two colors, black and white.
Oh.
So black as well. They also had the touch of gray, and so which is actually makes it to be slightly outstanding.
This is so
And obviously with the
bro.
91 on the chest,
Yeah.
that's the year when Bogart was established. So this one can wear it with anything. Again, mostly or comfortably with me, you can wear it with your jeans. Most definitely jeans.
Come on now.
Probably you can wear it with not cargos but chinos.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, I'd say a khaki chino or even a black chino with the white sneakers. I'd be
Yeah.
more than happy with that. And then if you wear the black one, it could be vice versa. Black, you can wear it with black jeans or light jeans, or even the khaki chinos could work
yes.
nicely with it.
I can see that, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful, man.
Because something has to bring the colors.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
the most
have to-
important thing, again, when I style somebody, I have to look at their skin color to complement the colors. Exactly.
Okay. So it's not just about wearing a garment.
No, it's not about the garment. It's all about the skin color as well for me when I dress somebody.
Yeah.
So everything
and then
has
the
to
body
collaborate.
shape as
The
well.
body shape is what's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Because sometimes we do have items that are like slightly shoulder drops. So other people they call it oversized. So those we have to look into consideration as well when you dress somebody. And you
Yeah.
have to be specific and say like this is a shoulder drop, and then you gotta expect these. Yeah.
Beautiful, man. All right, then my brother over here is in a gown, man. He's
Oh yeah.
He's
You gotta stand up for this
he's
one,
a
man.
real gentleman, man. Come on.
Man, look, hey,
Look at it, man. Look at it. Look at it. Come on, man.
Guys, let's be honest. This
Yeah.
is swag on its own.
That is
fresh.
Swag.
Yo,
Guys,
Yo, look at this right here.
Come
Yo.
on, man.
could you please turn around slightly? You can just make a 360 turn. Have a look at this, guys.
Oh,
Every
look,
king
hey, look
deserves
at
a
the
crown.
back, yo.
Every king deserves a crown.
Yo.
Yo.
And one thing about this gown over here, it comes in 3 colors. We have gray, black, and navy. Navy has a touch of gold at the back with a wing of Bogart. And then the silver, the silver one or gray one has a touch of white, as I said. But then the black, obviously, black is a color for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bakang
sir.
may kalaya manyora, as
Yeah.
they say.
There we go.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know what to
that
say
black
much
is
about
fresh,
this.
man. That
It's
black is
too
fresh.
much.
It's too
Look at the
fresh.
detailing, the
Yeah.
silkness.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this, we also have the sleepwear, not only the gowns. And the gowns comes with the sleepers.
Oh, word.
Comes with sleepers as well.
My
So imagine, my brother, if you in a yacht, a private yacht or somewhere, on a couch,
Yeah.
having a cigar,
Oh,
I was just saying that. Yeah,
a
that's
cup
a
of
nice.
coffee, a cup
Yes,
of
sir.
coffee.
oh, look at him now, man. He's got coffee, man.
Tell me, like you sleep in luxury.
There we go.
You sleep in
Yeah.
luxury, and I can guarantee you right now that there's no other brands that can actually do the sleepwear.
Yes.
I think we're the first in the country
Yeah.
that produce the sleepwear as Bogart.
Wow, man.
And I
that's
mean, as I said,
beautiful.
guys, have a look at this. And I
Yeah.
remember there was an event where I wanted to actually dress up, and they said it was a night event. I was like, I would like to dress to rock there to the event.
Yeah.
Me just having a cigar, having
Yeah.
a glass of champagne with 2 girls. Probably I was going to feature Firoza over here.
What? Come on.
I mean,
Man.
because it was going to be amazing when
Yeah.
it was going to stand out.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
this alone draws attention itself.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
So imagine the glitter at night is going to be even
Oh,
more
man.
amazing.
Yeah.
So-
Imagine that Durban July, man.
My brother,
In
if
that
Devon
gown.
July was going to be even, it's overrated. We want to bring something epic. Firoza, tell them, please.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe
my
taking
brother.
the church.
And what am I wearing?
What Uncle Zach got on over there.
All right, then. What am I wearing, man?
Uncle Zach. As you guys can see, it's an olive hoodie. Hoodie. So this hoodie is actually very nice. And again, it's nylon. It has two maize, if I can call it that way, because the part of your head, or to cover your head, so it's sort of is like raincoat, so it doesn't actually get wet.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't get wet.
Yo, that's dope, man.
That's nice.
It's
That's
plus
dope.
one thing about that, as I said, the rain actually it may be there, but it won't be literally wet.
It won't saturate you.
saturate exactly. Yeah.
That's a dope design.
So
Man, the colors.
the colors, everything is just
Yeah.
giving the vibes.
Man. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you so much for dressing us this
sir.
morning,
Yes,
making us
sir.
look good, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We
Appreciate
appreciate you, brother. We'll see you again sometime next week.
And before I leave, I just want to say, guys, if you guys are doing nothing, if you close to Hush Money in Norwood, we are hosting a Bogart Man balcony mix. Pull up there in Norwood. It's going to be amazing. Hush Money, let's link up there. It's going to be really, really amazing. Balcony mix, everyone's going to be there. Let's enjoy the vibe. And the theme is, as you can see, Black Kalaya Manyora, guys. All black. See y'all there.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. When is it?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
What
tomorrow.
time?
From 1 o'clock until 6ish.
Okay.
7ish at latest, I guess.
Sound dope,
Yeah.
brother.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We'll share the details. Share the details. These brothers, man.
Hey, that's a gentleman's club view.
That's a gentleman's. Oh, man. Thank you very much, my brother. Thanks for the update.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, man.
Gentlemen, let's take a quick break. When we come back, Rabbie Wrote is standing by. Here's some music. Let's do this.
I can make your bed right. I can make your bed right, girl. I can make your bed right. I can make your bed
She got that good. She Michael Jackson bad. I'm attracted to her for her attractive ass. And now we murderers because we kill time. I knock her lights out and she still shine. I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. But I keep her running back and forth. Soccer team, cold as a winter's day, hot as a summer's eve. Young money thieves, steal your love and leave.
I like the way you walking if you walking my way. I'm that Red Bull, now let's fly away. Let's buy a place with all kind of space. I let you be the judge, and I'm the case. I'm gutter, I put her under. I see me with her, no Stevie Wonder. She don't even wonder, cause she knows she bad. And I got a nigga, grocery bag.
Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you like glue. Baby, wanna spend it all
lights. He say, Nikki, don't stop, you the bestest. And I just be coming off the top as bestest.
I love your sushi roll, hotter than wasabi. I race for your love, shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. I'm at the W, but I can't meet you in the lobby. Girl, I gotta watch my bag, cause I'm not just anybody. I seen him stand in line, just to get beside her. I let her see the Aston, and let the rest surprise her. That's when we disappear, you need GPS to find her. Oh, that was your girl? I thought I recognized her.
Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you like glue, baby. Wanna spend it all on you, baby. My room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock, girl. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock.
She like tanning, I like staying in. She like romancing, I like rolling with friends. She said I'm caged in, I think her conscience is. She watching that oxygen, I'm watching ESPN.
I'm not gonna go back this way. I'm not gonna connect to it. Is that like the network habitat?
Oh, so it's like uncapped
Like I'm supposed to take this photo if you for me. She said, don't you ever show this. I'm too loyal and too focused to be losing and be hopeless. When I spoke this, she rejoiced it. Said your words give me open, so I closed it. When it closes, I'm only loving for the moment.
She ain't got a man.
Ngapha yawashaya amamiliyoni angazi mangakho manje kwajatshulwa celebrate imiliyoni likamnyovu ithukuthuku zikaMnyovu zengoma yakhe zokusebenza lo msebenzi wakhe uyakhona ukuyenjoya uyayithola into eyifanele twase nibuye eMnyovu ingoma ithi dla abantu mhlambe leyo ngoma ithatha nakuseyona yakho twase nibuye niyidayisa ingoma
umsebenzi wami ngiyiphathele mina konke kungaphansi kaMnyovu ngicabanga ukuthi konke okuthinta umnyovu inzuzo yakhe iya kuMnyovu
esingazi noma bekuyi strategy noma bekugula bekuke kwaba khona because umnyovu mhlambe umzimba wakhe uzosikhombisa noma egula ngoba vele ukhandwa ngalendlela ukugula so
kwase kusho mina futhi kubantu kubala mina ngithi bafowethu angaze ngithi sengigulela ukufa
yes
noma ngithi nakho ngilele esibedlela ngathi mina bafowethu angiphathekile kahle umsebenzi sengiqedile.
Oh, you from KZN?
Yes.
Where's KZN?
Enqotho enzala abantu vele abashukubezi. Abafana beshamushemen.
That was so sexy. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but I think majority wins. If the majority likes you and they voted for you, not everyone is gonna like you.
Listen, man, everybody else. Eh?
So, what was your reaction when you realized you made it to the top 5?
Oh, it was nice. You see, when the time came, I started believing even more to say, oh, I can actually do it. The Pecha Boy was voted as the best class, but I'm also here. I couldn't bring
don't worry. Listen, we got something for you here. We're gonna drip you up nicely. We saw where you came through. Don't worry, we got you.
A crew came to me and said, listen, we need you to come through to backstage and get ready for Oprah. I'm like, she just popped up and I heard Theodore.
Oh my goodness.
And when I turned around, there was a whole Oprah Winfrey. And then the first thing she said, she was like, you look amazing. It's really refreshing to talk to someone about their journey, how they got to where they're going, why they're doing what they're doing. Bogat men were there on the
Shout out
carpet.
to Mr. Augustine.
Yeah. And he approached me. He was like, look, I like what you're doing. And I feel like your brand and Bogat can fuse.
Right,
so usually when
that's why you look so good every time.
Yeah, man. Like red carpet vibes. And many people have been asking me, actually what are you wearing? And that is the thing about it.
We've got involved in spinning, drag racing, circuit racing, oval racing, car shows, statics, etc. The Joburg spinning culture is more on that E30 base, but if you look at Cape Town, it's a different kind of bass. German versus Jap, you will get to experience my limbo, which we've dubbed Scrape Alley. Basically, it is to see how low a car can go.
I was going to ask how.
What they do is they have coilovers and they turn the coils down to make it as low as possible. They alter the top shock mount so that the car can go lower. You got guys even knocking the roof down. Please understand that these cars are for limbo only. They're not driven on the streets, etc. Bringing the youth more into the car scene, taking them away from the other elements which we'll leave out, but more drawing them in, you know, showing them that here is something that you can do. You don't have to have a lot of money. Just get involved, show up every day, and keep doing that every day.
Bare knuckle is exactly like almost the same as boxing. It's just there's no gloves on. So it's a professional sport. We do go for our licensing. You do need to get your pro license to do bare knuckle in South Africa.
Just a quick one, man. Who gave you the name, or did you give yourself? What happened there?
So we were hitting pads one day, and my friends, we were busy on the pads, and my friends like, "Ching, it sounds like thunder outside you. The way I'm hitting the pads, and it's every time I hit, it sounds like thunder." And he's like, "Bro, that's your fighting name, the Thunder." And yeah, it just stuck with me. This can grow, man. It's a very safe sport. You get stitches on sites.
Right after the fight.
Right after the fight, they take you to the medical room. They give you stitches. They see you 100% sure. If you need to go to hospital, they transport you. So it's very safe. Like I said, there is rules and regulations. It's not just the guy that coming from the bar wants to get in there and roll and fight.
That's the last person you want to fight.
Yo, what do you do? Mhlonishwa the Chief, the one and only international Shambul. And you ask Mobona Lobuso, kusho ukuthi something great is happening behind me. And I'm trying to send at the VIP store here, Bogart Man. We've been telling you to come through, follow all the social media pages to get an update of all the events that we're going to be doing. But nonetheless, if you're not here today, this is what is going down.
That's Miguel, man. Coffee in the morning, and of course, this is the Gentleman's Club, and I'm hanging out with my gents, and we'll be having a conversation with our brother Rabbie Wrote after this. Let's do this.
Sometimes it's better not to delete their names from your phone. You have to rather change the names. You change the names to don't answer 1, don't answer 2, don't answer 3. Don't answer 4. Don't answer 5. Don't answer 6. Don't answer 7. Don't answer 8. Don't answer 9. Don't answer 10. This is Bogart Man's Radio.
All right, this is the Gentleman's Club, and of course we've got with us our political analyst, and of course political journalist, political animal, political podcaster. My brother, you are a man of different hats. How are you doing? Welcome to it, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Uncle Zach. Thank you so much, the gentleman. No, I'm honored, man. I'm honored to grace this beautiful platform again. Thank you for welcoming me, man. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely, brother. You are a friend of the show. You've been giving us updates, Ditaba with Rabbie Wrote in 2 minutes, and you've been giving us an update with what's happening in the world of politics, man. So we're going to dive right into it. Let's talk about this week, man. A lot has happened.
Oh, man. The consensus is that July must not end because we need more revelations.
Yes.
This is the consensus. And you know what I've realized? What I've realized is that we are in a point, perhaps we have consistently been at this point, where we are looking for a savior. And it seems that we believe that Mkonazi is some form, shape of it.
Yes.
Because even things that are not related to his revelations, they might refer to them as allegations. He's got WhatsApp messages. He's got proof. Right, let's call them revelations for the sake of the discussion. Right. Based on the revelations, there are other things that are not related to the things that he has spoken about that have just cracked open.
Yeah.
Like in the past week, we've even forgotten that that a minister was fired and replaced. We have forgotten that because we are focused in Sandton. We are focused on Kenny Kunene, what was he doing in the Senton house?
Yeah.
And we are really focused on who is the journalist. Now, I just want to give the listener a bit of context, just in case they might have missed this.
Yeah.
So essentially, the deputy president of the Patriotic Alliance, Kenny Kunene, who's also the MMC of Transport, he was found in the house of an alleged killer of DJ somebody. And his reasoning as to why he was there is that he had come for a story, he had brought a journalist. Now, the issue is bringing a journalist to whatever story, that's not a secret mission. Therefore, the journalist can be named, but the party is not intending to name the journalist, which now brings in suspicions that does the journalist exist? My thinking, there was a person.
Yeah.
He was not by himself. But that person couldn't have been a journalist.
Oh.
Could be a friend, could be an assistant, it could be somebody. Because you don't protect journalists.
No.
No.
At your expense.
No.
Be fired, but you keep quiet about the journalist. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. You protect sources. In journalism, that's how it works. You protect sources, not the journalists themselves. A journalist can stand in court and they have a right to not name their sources, not the other way around, that you are not naming a journalist.
What's there to hide? Why hide the journalist?
Well, I believe, gentlemen, you can weigh in on this. I believe it is easier to have a ghost of a person who is supposedly a journalist and not have that person questioned, because Kenny Kunene can do the answering himself, as he has given the story. Therefore, we are supposed to take the story as bottom line, and that's it. Because even with deep diving into the online newspaper that Kenny Kunene owns, you will notice that their website has been long neglected. Less than 15 articles, none of them attributed to no journalist, staff reporter all the time. Even the story about Kenny Kunene being at the wrong place at the wrong time, even that is staff reporter.
So you kind of sketching a possible idea that the person potentially that was there may have been a staff reported character.
That's
but not an actual journalist, but maybe a stand-in who can write something, and we can, when you don't have your business in order, you can escape through the goats. And that seems to be that maybe the business wasn't all the way in order, and maybe it's a person who writes, but they're not an official writer.
We have a description, though, of the alleged young journalist. The story is that he's fresh from varsity.
Oh, he did.
Almost like an intern, potentially for hire.
Yes.
Wow. So he's protecting the asset of the child.
But now, here's the situation. In journalism, this is how it works. A story like this propels you. Therefore, if you are being protected, your name is not on that article. What does it mean for your journalism career? You didn't break that story, but you are the only journalist in the entire country who was there.
It's a catch-22 here, isn't it?
That it is.
Wow. It's a fire cake.
All right, I've got a clip here. Kenny Kunene was answering those very difficult questions. Can I play it quickly and then continue our conversations? Just for those of you who have not seen, I don't know where you could be living if you don't know what happened this week. And also something interesting from Julia's comments about this man being told to lie on the ground. We'll play that clip a little bit later. Let's take a listen to this one.
No relationship to Mr. Molefe whatsoever?
Yes, we have no relationship.
You never met him before you saw him being arrested?
No, I
met him
before.
His driveway. Where had you met him?
I saw him where I met him. One of the person that arranged for the interview, when he hosted his mother's birthday at his place, I went because I know this person, and Mr. Molefe was there. They know each other.
You spoke?
Mr. Molefe was there. No, I didn't speak to Mr. Molefe because I went with my own people, and everybody would then have a corner. But I saw him there. So but I have not had conversations with Mr. Molefe.
Okay.
That is why when the police asked me, do you have his number? I said, no, I don't have Mr. Molefe's number. In fact, here is my phone, punch his number and see if I have it. They said, no, we believe you. Then they said, but how did you get here? I said, that person there, because he was there also, the person that
So
facilitated.
you have a link to
said-
Mr. Molefe,
I
though.
said
You have a
that-
person who can contact him for you.
No. The way you are putting it is
I'm
that
asking.
it's continuously contact. The person there sent me the address. They said, let's see. I showed the police that this is the person that sent me the address, which means, and the police accepted that because if I had a relationship with Mr. Molefe, he would have sent me the address.
Yeah.
If I had been there before, I wouldn't need an address. So getting the address shows that I have never been there before. I have no relationship with Mr. Molefe. I don't have his cell number, and the police established that.
Okay, so like I said,
Yeah, man. I don't know what you make of that, gentlemen. I mean,
I gotta say something.
Okay.
You know, I just have feelings of menace to society. Bill Duke, and he's talking to old dog, and he's saying, did you have the beer in your hand or did you not? You know you done effed up, right?
Yeah.
You know you, and he just kept going back. So I get a feel like, I'm not saying that innocent or guilty. I can't speak to that.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem fluid. It seemed like you're reaching for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of backpedaling on that. It seemed yeah, it sounds interesting.
I mean, because innocent should be till you're proven guilty.
Yeah.
Number one. So I don't ascertain a position to take sides of who was wrong. First, I want to just say, rest in peace to the victim. That's horrible. I think there's a human life that's involved with this, where somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's friend lost their life to some really sketchy behavior. We always must give respect to the slain. We really don't know what happened in that room.
That's correct, because actually a lot of what is being said is that the fact that DJ Somebody's family can at least have closure, knowing that the alleged perpetrators are now going to court, it gives them some sense of closure. And all of this, all of these revelations that have been coming out, it is not really at exactly the hand of KZN Police Minister Mkhwanazi, but how it is coming across, it's like he opened a big can of worms. And his utterances, regardless of it being going against protocol and holding a press briefing in his own capacity, without involving senior government officials and putting out all of these revelations, it has opened up a can of worms, and the trail that follows everything that he has spoken about has resulted in a lot of people being brought to what we can call justice ahead of them going to court and so forth. Even cases that are not even related to the things that he has spoken about. I saw something that was quite funny, because we have a new Minister of Higher Education, Butimana Mel.
Yeah. And
even that was attributed to Mkhwanazi's efforts, though we are aware that the former minister was found lying, obviously, in Parliament and so forth. Even that, the whole notion of saying everything that is coming to light in July, we must attribute it to this perceived savior that we have always been looking for. I think that it brings some sense of unity, and I can't explain the unity enough. I can't explain the unity enough, because you look at even from last week when there were marches, hands off
Yes.
Because there's consensus that, hey man, he has spoken so much and his life is in danger. As he said it himself, that I put my life on the line because I want to come out with the truth. I speak of unity in that sense because everybody was up in arms. And when I say everybody, I'm including all the races.
Yes. Yeah.
His actions connected South Africans more than a rugby match.
That's so true.
That used to be the biggest, that's the epitome of what South Africans come together for.
And interestingly, you say this because South Africans are looking for a savior. They're looking for another Ibrahim Traore.
It's not
and of course, how he did it with the military gear that he had on that day, it just sort of gave that sort of, that this is a savior we're looking for. Somebody who doesn't take nonsense, somebody who wants to deal with the crime and the rot that we have in our system. So, yeah, man, powerful stuff. Brother, I want to listen to another gentleman by the name of Mr. Julius Malema, because, Malema was quiet for some time, especially when Kwanazi was releasing all these files. And but now I see he's out that now that Kenny, his rival, is being thrown under the bus. So take a listen to this one.
That the political killing task team is going to come for him. That one doesn't work whether you've got a protection or not. Once they've got their facts, you wake up in the morning in pajamas, floor, go down on your floor. Can you imagine Kenny Kunene with that stomach, floor, on the floor? They don't play. Hey, I'm MMC, high floor. We'll see that thing of MMC later. Bloody thug. So those ones are not for any politician. If you think that's why they are killing that team. If you think that team favors politicians, is scared of politicians, you must ask one politician called Kenny Gunen. Floor, down. When he finishes there, he calls his boss. I was on the floor. Okay, which police officer does that to you? Political killing task team. Doesn't play that one. We must protect it. We must allow it to exist to deal with dangerous criminals, especially those who kill our people.
Yeah, man. Julius Malema right there. And of course, he doesn't mince his words.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't, man.
The thing about Malema is that he's been speaking highly, giving praises to Police Minister KZN Mkhwanazi, even prior to all of this. In fact, earlier in the year at a Freedom Day rally, he was mentioning that Mkhwanazi actually has some cases that he's working on and they're trying to block him. And he was hoping that a time like this comes, because he said it himself that we understand the protocol measures that were not followed, but the importance of the information that came out and the connections and the links that all of a sudden emerged. For example, the gun that was used to kill DJ Somebody is linked to about 10 other crimes.
Sure.
You understand?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So all of this came out because protocol was broken. Therefore, had Mkhwanazi not decided to speak up, we would not be having a situation where we are having these links brought up. It might have happened eventually, but we say there's some sort of pressure that came because he mentioned names. He was not just making allegations that somebody, he was mentioning names, and the names included obviously the minister Mkhunu, who was suspended. He was put on leave of absence. And then obviously the country was saying no, but like, doesn't the ANC have a step aside rule where you're supposed to fire them? And obviously the Democratic Alliance would be the first ones to say you need to fire the minister, because you'll recall that their minister Whitfield, deputy minister, was fired for visiting the United States without permission. So of course, even though they are all part of the government of national unity, siblings always fight.
I have.
But here's the thing, bro. Sorry to jump in there. Is it? I mean, it's a fair request by the DA to say fire the minister instead of putting him on special leave. I think the allegations against the minister are far worse than just going to the US. Of course, the US was also a big issue.
Yeah.
But I do think that the DA has a point. I mean,
do
why
think
is
so
the
too.
but why is the president protecting Mchunu? Is it to do with the influence of Mchunu in KZN, and the president just doesn't want to mess around with the support base that comes from KZN through Mchunu?
It is assumed. It is assumed. In fact, political analyst Prince Mashele,
Yeah.
he also doesn't mince his words.
Yes.
He is speaking of the connection between the minister Mchunu and Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yeah.
Speaking that for the CR17 campaign for Ramaphosa to become president, yes, Mchunu had a stronghold in KZN in terms of mobilizing, voters. He had a very strong influence in that regard. But what it is being said, he's not alleging. He says it. He says dirty money was flowing there. This is what links Mchunu and Ramaphosa, essentially saying that they know each other's skeletons.
Yes.
And it explains why he is not fired. He is put on leave because he will still get paid. This is the situation. Now it means we are going to be paying a minister, Mchunu, who is on leave of absence, and we are going to also be paying Kachalia, who is now going to be acting as the minister. We're going to be paying two people for the same post. And now what happens is that another thing that really makes us look at the ANC with an awkward eye is that how do you justify suspending the minister from his ministerial position? But as a member of parliament in ANC,
He still remains.
he is still working. Just last week he was in Cape Town. The ANC's National Working Committee were having their engagements. In fact, even prior to that, on Mandela Day, he was in KZN. He was head of the mobilization for Mandela Day there. That was the first time that he came out and started speaking regarding the allegations. So it's a bit of a messy situation.
Yeah, and of course, there are some camps who say that the step-aside rule is meant for others, not for everyone. So those who are linked to the president and the CR17 campaign are protected, whereas people like Ace Mahashule and others had to step aside when the allegations were brought up against them. So, yeah, very interesting indeed. Gents, can we take a quick break? Rihanna standing by to give us some updates with regards to health and wellness. And when we come back, we continue our conversation. And so, of course, also Gayton Mackenzie has responded, and we want to hear what Gayton speaks about in suspending his deputy president. So interesting times in the world of politics today in South Africa, man. So this is the Gentleman's Club. Rihanna, I hope you're standing by. I hope you're good, girl. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Tell us what's happening in the world of health and fitness.
Good morning, Uncle Zach, and to all of the Bogart radio listeners. I'm Rihanna, your health expert, and this week I am talking about 4 essential micronutrients that everybody needs, especially reaching the age of 35 and above. Your first one is get some vitamin D. This is important because it supports bone health, immune function, and mood regulation. And you can get this from your fatty fish like your salmon, your dairy, and your eggs. Your second one would be calcium. This is important for strong bones and teeth, muscle function, and nerve signaling. And that you can get from dairy, your leafy greens, and almonds. And this is especially important for women due to declining bone density, especially once we get to that age. Your third one is magnesium. This is super, super important. It supports muscle function, energy production, and sleep quality. So I encourage you to take your magnesium before bed. And this is also found in nuts, your seeds, whole grains, leafy greens, and the best part, dark chocolate. The fourth one is vitamin B, especially your B12 and your B6. This is important because your B12 supports nerve function and red blood cell formation, whereas your B6 helps with brain health and hormone regulation, which also is equally important. And that you will find in your meat, your eggs, and your dairy. The other thing is that your B12 absorption declines with age, and especially those who have gut issues. So these are my top 4 micronutrients that is very important to have, especially once we get a lot older. Well, good luck, guys. I hope you've drafted up this list onto your next grocery shopping list. Have a good weekend. Catch you next week.
Thank you very much, my sister Rihanna, for that update. Gents, I mean, she regularly gives us some tips because as men, we have to be healthy and take care of our bodies. Now, with everything you do, my brother, how do you make sure, just slightly off topic in terms of politics, how do you maintain your health, bro?
I walk.
What?
Yeah, I do. I walk.
Okay.
Me and the madam, we like to walk around the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like usually on a weekly basis. Haven't been in the past couple of weeks, but that's my main source of exercise.
And eating, are you very careful of what you eat?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's in charge of the food, so.
Okay.
But we always have greens, we always have veggies. But what I like from what Rihanna is saying, that I can definitely do, is have peanuts before you sleep, because magnesium helps you fall asleep. So you can have peanuts as a snack.
Yeah.
You already have peanuts as a snack.
It's good for controlling the cramps, Charlie horses.
Oh.
You know, magnesium, potassium, they work good because, you know, sometimes you can catch Charlie horses.
Charlie horses?
Yeah, from
What's that?
dehydration, like cramps.
Okay.
Toe cramps.
I'm just happy that eating peanuts before I sleep can help me have better quality sleep. It's something that doesn't take much changing into the groceries and so forth. That's something quite simple that anyone can actually do, because peanuts are quite accessible, quite affordable at that as well.
Very true.
So yeah, I'm gonna snack on peanuts tonight before I sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I used to take the B12 shots, and B12 is really good. I mean, it helps you lose weight. It helps you, gives you energy, and it just makes you feel overall like more energetic, and you feel very vibrant. But you can't take too much of that, because then you're gonna need those peanuts to go to sleep because it will keep you up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So B12 is definitely something that we, as we get older. I mean, I was taking it when I was younger, but she reminded me now to start thinking about that as a regimen as I get older as well.
Juicing.
Yeah. Beautiful, man. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thanks, Rihanna, for those health updates and wellness updates. And of course, we need it. It's a Saturday morning. You got to be careful of what you eat. And we got to take care of ourselves, man. It's an important thing. All right. So, gents, back to the politics. Interestingly, we're talking about Kenny Konene, the steering for the week. It sounds like South Africa's a big movie, bro.
Yo, you know, and here's the thing, man.
Blockbuster.
What I've learned is that we never follow through. This is the problem. I say this to mean that we have a quite a short attention span.
Very true.
We are now waiting for something else.
Yes.
Because this is how we operate. It's like we get a bit of a high from high engaging news that has all of these elements that we associate with Hollywood. We want that. We want more of that. And that is quite damaging to a society.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, we want distraction to soothe us. And we want it quick. We want shots of it every single day. Next week we'll be talking of something else, and we would have forgotten about what has happened this week.
You know, Black America has fueled that behavior. That comes from wanting to be like us on that side. Everything is motivated behind chaos, crime, murder, rape, drugs.
Yeah, you ain't never lying.
Like, you look at the damn shows on most of the networks, and it's shows that are depicting just problem issues for people. South Africa is the answer to the continents, you see, the world. This is the place of origin too, so it's the beginning point of mankind.
The Garden of Eden.
It is Eden. It's right here in South Africa. It's not up somewhere else. The original person started right here. So our ideology here encompasses the foundation of ideals, and then everything spread out. South Africa's got a great position. I'm curious to know, how the hell do we get the EFF and the ANC and the other parties and the communities to come together? Put your differences to that side. Let's find out a common ground. Like, you know, let's not try to be one religion. Let's try to encompass the principles that bring us together in wholeness.
Yeah.
Because right now, you have this fight with the EFF and the ANC, and it's not stopping. Why in the hell don't these two men sit down, closed door session, and have a talk? And I'm not talking about with the gloves on. They're too old for that.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
maybe
you know,
they need the gloves.
You need to talk. You know, or better yet, those big soft tissue suits. You know, you just run into each other, knock each other over, no pain. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people listen to their voice.
Maybe they actually need to like get into the box, because sometimes, you know, some people have big mouths and they never stop. So the only way to shut it up, man,
you know, we box,
is to
yes,
like box, like
yeah,
the old school way. But I mean, it sounds like I'm promoting violence.
The boxing ring, not necessarily. I mean, how do we define that? That, let's say this is a boxing ring.
Yeah.
How do we do that without the violence?
Yeah.
You know, because right now, South Africa needs leadership. They just signed a treaty with the United States, which is a good thing, because the United States is the most powerful country on the continents, on the earth. You avoided one conflict, but now you have an internal combustion happening. There can no one can be above principle. The law, that's something that's up to discretion, but principles, that's a higher law.
Principles.
And all men, and I look at these two men because I know that they're fathers, or these men. What principle do you say to your children? Not the law. Because, you know, a parent will say, don't do what I do, do as I say. What the hell does that mean? Because we watch what you do all day. What you say is conflict to what you do. What's the principle at the table? These men need to sit together, need to conflict resolve. You got issues, we know. Man, put that shit to the side and focus on the needs of the family and the community, the culture's direction. Then that's a different conversation. And people who do things, you know, even if it looks like you did it, you're moved, you're out. You have breached the integrity.
I think I like what he's saying, but is it possible for black people to unite in a common goal, especially if you look at the number of black political parties that there are in the country at the moment, which makes it even more difficult for blacks to be united because they are diluted. And that's why the DA will come up with 27% and have so much more seats, so much more power. And then the black vote is dwindling because it's divided into all these multiple black parties.
And the thing with that is that politics is a career. It is a job.
Yeah.
It's like being a waiter. You understand? And having a multi-party democracy is automatically an engineered structure to divide the black vote. Automatically. We will call it democracy. We will call it freedom of association. We'll call it all of those, but automatically at its core is that.
Yes.
The DA, for example, they always say that this is not about race. But when you look at it, it is. Though it shouldn't, but it is. And the reason that it is, and the reason that their numbers are high, is because a majority of the white people, a majority of the minority, they vote only for the DA or the Freedom Front Plus.
And they show up on election day.
Yes.
Yes.
And we hardly show up, and we are scattered. So the unity of black parties is also another situation. You've mentioned something very important, principle. Now, ideologically, the ANC, the EFF, the MKP, well, maybe the MKP here and there a little bit because of their support for Morocco, but ideologically, they represent the same thing as far as what they project to the masses. They represent the same thing, giving back power to the people. Power in terms of what? In terms of opportunities, in terms of reaching some sort of equilibrium when we're speaking of equality. That is what they all represent. But principle, that's something different. We look at the corruption, for example. And if we look at everything that has been emerging from within the ANC this week only, for example, and you would think that parties like the EFF and the MKP, though they have their own scandals themselves, you would think that they would not want to associate themselves because that's how they attack each other. Corruption gives the other parties within the black parties, gives the other parties leverage over the other ones because they all stand for the same thing. So what they would say is that what differentiates us as Rise Africa or as MKP or as any other party that we can refer to as a black party is that we are not corrupt. You understand? So it's principles at the end of the day because ideology is the same.
Is it fair to say that they are not corrupt because they are not in power? They are not in, because it's easy to say, I'm not corrupt until you get power.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be tested.
Yes, absolute corrupt.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen fine, good men going into political, power, and then they change. They forget where they come from. All right, gents, I want to play out this particular clip by Mr. Gayton McKenzie. I mean, this man, I think what I find interesting about him, is that he's a former criminal who then became a member of parliament. And him and, Kenny Kunene. And interestingly, this has been brought up so many times as if there are no other criminals in parliament. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, some of the ANC members were in prison also, you know, but they seem to just make these ones look bad.
I suppose it's because these ones, their criminality is recent. And so what they look at why you went to prison.
Okay.
Now, you take a look at much of the leadership, the older generation of the leadership in the ANC. Their reasons for going to prison is not the same reasons that Kenny Kunene went to prison.
That's true.
Kenny Kunene went to prison because he was involved in armed robberies, in fraud, and so forth. Their reasons for going to prison was opposing the system. We are not saying that in the new age there aren't any ANC members that have been involved in criminality. We are not saying that. But in terms of distinguishing between how the criminality of the Patriotic Alliance, we call it that. It is. They say it themselves. He says, Mackenzie says that I am a former criminal. I know how to deal with criminals. In fact, he wanted to be deployed to a ministry where he will deal with criminals, saying that he would make changes within 45 minutes because he knows where to go. But that's also dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Because you already know, why aren't you coming out with it now? Do you need to go to the ministry that allows you to do that? He should also be called to the commission. Tell us what you were referring to.
What do you know?
Let's just root that out before any opportunity for yourself to go into a ministry that deals with crime in that sense. Just tell us. We have Mkwanazi. His contract ends in December. There's still some months. Just tell us now.
Yeah.
We will take care of it.
Sure. Interestingly, man. All right, so let's take a listen to Gayton McKenzie, what he said about his own deputy having to fire him. It must have been one of the most difficult things to do. Let's take a listen to this.
So the issue of Kenny Kunene, he was there at this house of this guy that killed people. So, at the Patriotic Alliance, we don't just talk. We removed the Deputy President from his position as Deputy President. We have removed him from a position of MMC, MMC. We've removed him from a position of a councillor. We've removed him from being involved politically with us. But we believe in him. But you can't demand of the ANC and of the DA to do things that you don't want to do. As a leader, I must treat Kenny Kunene the same as I treat any other member of the party. If that was any other member of the PA, putting the PA in the news in disrepute, we would have taken action. Why must I not take action against Kenny Kunene? I had to, because it shows you what type of government you're going to get when the Patriotic Alliance take over. We don't look at who you are. We are decisive. We deal with the matter. Kenny Kunene, we have no doubt, we that knows him, we know he will prove his innocence, but not at the expense of full transparency. So there's no VIPs in the Patriotic Alliance. Even if you catch me at the house of a killer tomorrow, I must also stand back. So I wanted to make that one clear. Where have you ever seen in this country any president, any leader take action so quickly? This thing happened on Wednesday and Tuesday. Today, action has already been taken. Ons Baizani, salute.
Yeah, what do you make of what he said, bro?
I completely agree with the notion of taking decisions, decisive measures, timelessly. Because you look at situations where you've had ministers who have been going to court for corruption cases. This is the situation. There are times where we are governed by a person who is in court for corruption. Immediately after court, it's a Monday morning, it's a normal day of work. Immediately after court, they are in the office governing us. You understand? Mm-hmm. So what the Patriotic Alliance is saying here is quite key. It's important that Mackenzie says we are going to take measures that we expect President Cyril Ramaphosa to take in such instances. And you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. There's something that I like to say, even when it comes to the DA. Whenever they have a point, you might be opposed to them ideologically in terms of what they stand for, the interest of business, and them opposing all the redress policies and so forth. But when they have a point, you owe it to yourself to be fair and say they are right. This is the same situation. There is nothing better to hear from a politician than saying that by Tuesday, my deputy president mentioned that he was found at the house of a killer. By Wednesday, he was already suspended. That's what we want.
Yeah, so do you feel like that's a sign of accountability?
I do believe so. I do believe so, especially coming from a person who mentions it themselves, that they are familiar with crimes and all of these things, and they say that essentially he's saying, without saying it, that I don't need the court to decide if he's guilty for me to take a decision. This does not look good. It puts us in disrepute, and therefore I'm taking measures, accountability. You understand? You can't argue with that. You applaud that.
Absolutely. So interestingly, in the video that Kenny Kunene was being interviewed, asked about his whereabouts, he's wearing 2 watches. And then somebody says, for a guy who has 2 watches on, he was at the wrong time at the wrong place.
Damn.
And then I just see another comment here. Bronwyn says, I just need to know why he's wearing 2 watches. He doesn't even trust his own time. That's why.
Wow.
Man. Crazy, man. Mr. Rabbie Wrote, thank you very much for your time, man. It's been awesome chatting to you. And
yes, sir.
You always give us such great insights about what's happening politically, and we appreciate you, brother. So what do you think is going to happen next week? I mean, do you have the bones you can throw on the floor just to see what else we can expect?
Those chicken or goat bones.
Okay, firstly, the 30% tariffs against South Africa from the US, they're kicking in on the 1st of August. I don't need bones for that. It's definitely happening. And obviously the ANC is still scrambling to see how they can avoid this USA International Relations Review Bill.
Yeah.
Because we are being punished for being friends with Russia and China and so forth. So I foresee that becoming something else that replaces what's happening this week.
Yeah.
More news is going to come out from that. And then once the population has come down a little bit from being angry at Kenny Kunene, from applauding Mkwanazi, what's going to be happening is that they're going to be saying, but why is America trying to choose for us who we must be friends with? That's what's going to be happening next week.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's going to be ugly.
It's going to be ugly, man. And the 30%, how, just a short response to this one, how does it impact us as South Africans, the 30% tariff on us?
It really impacts our agricultural sector. We export quite a lot of, like you look at your citrus and so forth. It's going to impact the agricultural sector. In terms of the average person, obviously if the sector is impacted, job losses. That's how it's going to impact us.
They're going to be quick.
Yeah.
God damn. Brother, thank you very much, man.
Much appreciated.
Your political insights are always so inspiring. And where can people follow you? Of course, you've got your platforms.
Yes, at Rabbie_Wrote everywhere.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yes.
And shout out to you, man. Your platform is growing, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
man.
you
Thanks,
guys for
man.
being a part of that growth.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Once we are big together.
We are
Yeah,
big
boo.
together,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much, man. There's so much happening today later on. Of course, there's a 50th birthday party and an 82nd. Did I get it right?
Yes.
All right. Happening today. Tell us about it.
So my mentor, Charles Saunders, he's the owner of Mandeville Sports Club.
Yeah.
And it's his birthday. We share the same week of birthday, so I'll be sharing mine with him as well.
Yeah.
And it's going to be at the arena. There's some pro basketball games today as well. So it's going to be a hype, incredible event.
Yeah.
Just all the way around.
Oh man, looking forward to that, man. Shout out to the for the invite. We appreciate it. All right, gents. This is how we come to the end of the Gentleman's Club, man. This time just goes so quickly, man. Come on. Ah, man. So the echoes of the city are standing by. They're going to be coming through between 11 and 1 p.m. So do watch and follow Bogart Man Radio. And this has been a Gentleman's Club. It's been fun. It's been amazing. Thank you very much, gents.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. All right, so we're going to break out with a song. Can I play it? All right, so this one is TK, Taking You Back into Time. It's featuring Twister. It's called How Do You Feel? Let's do this.